Hello everyone, I will introduce our paper, HVTR, Hybrid Volumetric Textural Rendering for Human Avatars. Our goal is to learn 3D human avatars from videos. Given a training dataset of multi-view videos with camera parameters and human segmentations, we learn an animatable avatar, which can be rendered under novel poses from arbitrary viewpoints. Some existing approaches formulate the human rendering as neural image translation by 2D generative adversarial network, such as the 2D and 2D plus method. These methods are efficient in rendering, but their performances are bad on self-occlusions due to the missing of geometry reconstruction. Other methods construct a pose-conditioned neural radiance field, NERF, and use volume rendering to render human avatars. They are geometry-aware, but generally slow in inference. Previous methods have limitations in terms of efficiency or self-occlusion solving. In contrast, we propose a hybrid rendering method based on generative network and volume rendering, which achieves both efficient rendering and geometry reconstruction for self-occlusion solving. HVTR works at two stages. Given input poses, at the first stage, we construct a pose-conditioned down-sampled neural radiance field, PD-NERF, using volumetric rendering. At the second stage, we use textural rendering to upsample the PD-NERF into high-resolution images by a generative adversarial network. Next, I will introduce how the HVTR works. HVTR has four components: pose encoding, texture representation, geometry representation, and neural rendering. The first step is input pose parameterization. We project the input simple mesh into a positional map, which is defined on the 2D UV manifold of body surface. Compared against the pose parameterization in 3D space, our UV-based parameterization is a dense and canonical representation. With the pose features, we render a UV coordinate map, and then transform the features from UV space to image space. However, this cannot handle self-occlusions effectively, since 3D geometry information was lost while rendering UV coordinate map. To solve this, we learn a 3D geometry representation by constructing a pose-conditioned NERF, and get down-sampled volumetric features by volume rendering. In training, we use down-sampled ground truth image to supervise the volumetric features. Note that the textural features and volumetric features are pixel-aligned in image space. We fuse and upsample these features into a high-resolution image by a generative network. This is the full pipeline. HVTR is trained end-to-end from 2D images, and is fully differentiable. Though it seems complicated, it is efficient and effective. Next, I will share some experimental results. Our method runs at 2.9 fps on an NVIDIA 3090, and is about 52 times faster than Neural Body. Compared against Neural Body, we can generate high-frequency details. Here is another example. Compared against DNR, we can handle the boundaries better, and we can render high-frequency details. Our method also generate high-quality face. And we can solve self-occlusions and render thin parts. Our method can also generate correct offsets. Our method is also able to render loose clothing like skirts. Since we learn geometries from low-resolution images, we cannot reconstruct the full dynamic offsets of the skirts. However, we can render skirts with the rough geometry by generative networks. Though both DNR and HVTR use generative adversarial networks, HVTR shows better motion consistency by explicitly learning geometry. In applications, our method can be applied for animation, shape editing, and free viewpoint video generations. Thanks for watching.